Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope everybody's doing good today. I'm doing great. Always excited to be bringing you guys more work from home job opportunities. You already know I don't waste any time. I'm going to get straight into the details. And if you're interested in any of these jobs, head to that description bar. I do make it easy for you. The direct links are there. Let's go ahead and get straight into it.
Okay, so the first job is coming from Revel IT, and I do not know the pay for this job, but it is available in the USA, and they're looking for a documentation specialist to work part-time. And so with this job right here, they are hiring two candidates, and you will be working about 20 hours a week with this job. It's going to depend on the project, and so you're going to be responsible for documenting product reviews and user flows for a variety of learning tools and platforms, ultimately creating final documents to be used by accessibility auditors. You do need to be a quick learner and comfortable with online platforms and tools in order to learn the purpose of each and the flows of each. You should have previous documentation experience and be able to provide an example of work that includes detailed step text complemented with meaningful screenshots. And so they're going to provide the tool and platform training as well as documentation templates and examples of completed templates and training. And the expectation is that the documentation specialist will be able to work at the rate of completing documentation for one platform or tool each week and will adhere to the provided deliverable schedule. You must be able to work independently, have Microsoft Office experience and previous experience in EdTech, and comfortable navigating a learning platform and have experience with non-technical user stories and documentation.
So moving on to the next job, this is another part-time job, and this one is with CapitalRx, and they're looking for a customer care pharmacy technician to work part-time. You must be comfortable working any shift. And with this job right here, you're going to serve as a point of contact for incoming prior authorization inquiries and appropriately escalate cases and all intake notes to the clinical prior authorization team. You must actively intake a thorough and complete prior authorization request from prescribers and members by asking specific drug and client clinical questions. And you must accurately advise callers on options for exception requests, so formulary, copay, early refill, based on client benefit elections, and provide additional information and status updates to prescribers, members, and pharmacies. You're going to handle phone calls with professional phone etiquette and ask probing questions to identify and resolve all issues and address concerns promptly. And you're going to serve as a point of escalation for customer service representatives handling member and pharmacy calls and serve as a backup based on availability and volume as necessary. With this job, you will be working with multiple systems, up to 2 monitors, and multitask in a fast-paced environment. And you're going to be working Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time. And so you will need a high school diploma or GED. Associate's or bachelor's degree is preferred. National Certified Pharmacy Technician in license is required, and 2+ years of pharmacy technician experience in a clinical pharmacy setting, PBM, health plan, or related care experience is required. 2+ years of customer service experience with a passion for building customer loyalty, experience handling prior authorization requests, and be able to work independently. Medicare experience is preferred, and bilingual Spanish is highly preferred as well. With this job, you're going to make $28 an hour.
So the next job is coming from the company Andros, and they're looking for a network development operations specialist. And so with this job right here, you're going to be performing detailed contract processing tasks, including product research, document processing, contract management, and telephone outreach. And you're going to interact with healthcare providers to verify information, obtain incremental data, and identifying correct errors by daily review of database reports. So you're going to be doing contract processing. You're going to be logging, scrubbing, and entering information into the Compass system. You're going to reconcile contracts and support documents to database. You'll perform follow-up outreach to obtain missing contract or credentialing information and research provider and facility information utilizing websites and contacting offices to confirm information. You'll execute reconciliation of hospital provider lists and successfully meet productivity targets as defined by the operations manager. And so you do need to have attention to detail and be efficient and knowledge of healthcare operations processing. You also need to be proficient with tools such as Microsoft 365, Google Suite, and Adobe, and have attention to detail. This job is going to pay $20 an hour. So the next job is coming from the company Handspring, and they're looking for an intake coordinator. This job is going to pay $52K per year, and you'll be managing new patient inquiries and intakes. You'll schedule and complete intake calls with new families and patients, and educate families on Handspring, which is their treatment program, and their treatment options. You're going to assess families' patient suitability for treatment during intake call processes and ensure specific criteria is met prior to scheduling assessments. You'll address any patient follow-up questions, concerns, or complaints ahead of initial assessment and manage clinician schedules by setting up initial assessments and coordinating next steps with appropriate Handspring staff. You're going to ensure appropriate staff have the information required to move forward with initial assessments and prepare patient charts in their EHR system and ensure consent and billing forms are completed and ensure measures are completed. You'll follow cancellation, rescheduling, and no-show policies and communicate with new patients via EHR systems. You'll perform consistent follow-ups with pending leads who have not been scheduled and track intake data, communicating finds to operations and business teams. And you're going to provide weekly and monthly reports reflecting progress towards organizational census goals and work alongside business development teams to grow, build, and maintain relationships with existing and potential referral sources. And so with this job right here, you do need to be willing to work afternoon, evening hours, Eastern Standard Time, 3 days a week, have experience working in patient-facing roles, and be familiar with psychology or mental health care. You also need to be able to multitask and have demonstrated proficiency with Microsoft Office tools, also Zoom and electronic health records and appointment scheduling, and be familiar working in an EHR system or a similar system.
Okay, so those are all the jobs that I have for you today. If you guys have any questions or any comments, make sure to leave those below. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Good luck to everyone who applies for the jobs.